Hello everybody, Tonic here, and we're playing Leviathan, the last day of the decade, here on Guy Fawkes, Bang Bang Gaming. Last time on Leviathan, we came back to the public records, and we found out a lot about the Orvoods, and we found out that amber is something that the Vertrans use to record demons. And record scenes and events with demons. So we popped the amber inside of the machine here, and it popped up an image of Oliver's mother being strangled by the shadow. And now our guardian, Kristian, has came to take us home. And he did not know we were here, so we're trying to figure out why he knows we're here. So let's continue. My guardian is here. If he knew where to find me, that means he also knew why I came to the archive. I need to be more careful. Some of my evidence may be really valuable. I should hide them before my guardian finds out. Uh-oh. So what are we going to do? How are we going to hide this stuff? A quiet clucking is heard behind the bars. Is that a chicken? That's impossible. What's a chicken doing in the archive? Oliver stands near the bars. No, we're going to get away from there. Last time we got killed. We don't want to get killed. Oliver peers into the darkness for some time, but seeing nothing goes away. Well, I was thinking we would take this stuff and throw it away into the bars, but apparently not. Let's click on this dude. Yes? Who are you? And who are you? Who are you? I don't remember ever drinking with you before. You're not one of my brothers in arms. So why are you bothering me? Sorry. Much better. I'm Albert Morgan. I serve in the bureau and I'm always stuck here. The office rats get on my nerves. Although it looks like I'm one of those rats now too. What can I do about this stump? Shows on leg. Times used to be different. Yes, they did, my friend. Yes, they did. The wooden door is tightly closed. If you look at it closely, you can see a small sign that says library room. Ooh, a sign. We can click on the sign up there. The sign is faded and lost its color. Looks like it is really old. I don't understand what is engraved on it, but it looks like a map of the building. Let's see what Profus has to say before we go outside. Profus Butterfly, District Archive of the Cesterius District, Reference Department, Stamps and Signatures. Sometimes I think that all the customers in here are the same person. Maybe that's because I see her face too much. I'm waiting, Vertran. Tell me why you came while I'm solving this crossword. Profus closes his eyes and starts thinking about something personal. Hey, Fatso, you told my guardian on me. What the hell? Did he pay you? Hey now, easy there. Calm down. And say it, don't spray it. We're not close enough for me to like it. I have no idea why your guardian suddenly showed up to get you from the archive. If someone squealed on you, it wasn't me. Then who? This is an archive, not an information booth. I'm not a barman, but I heard that they like to answer idiotic questions. Stop looking at me like that. I have no idea who told on you, I promise. Don't bother me, okay? I'm trying to remember something and you are distracting me. Profus closes his eyes and starts thinking about something personal. What's new, Fatso? New, you ask? Let me think. What's new? 2 volumes of certificates and statements, dozens of mean old ladies, and a rash on my hindquarters. What else could be new in this crappy archive? And goodbye. He's thinking about something, and we're going to leave him be. Okay, see ya. I hope that I won't see you here too often. The archive is still a mess from all your investigating. Okay. I guess we're going to go outside and have to make sure that I have hid all the clues well. The amber from my mother's ring and the newspaper cutouts of the missing children. After reflecting, Oliver walks away from the door. Okay, so let's go into our inventory. Okay, I want to put it back on the ring. Oliver carefully puts the amber into the bezel of the ring and presses down with his finger. A quiet click is heard and the stone is put back in its place. Mother's ring looks like it did before. Now, even the most astute observer, when looking at the stone, will barely notice that you can take it out and use it for something else. Okay. Let's see. Do we have the documents in our possession? Alright, so how do I hide this? Oliver holds the bag in his hands that has the newspaper cutouts of dead children. Oliver opens the bag and puts the content in his pocket. Now the evidence doesn't take up so much space, and it will be easier to hide it from my guardian, and an empty bag will also be a good distraction. Oliver holds the bag in his hands that has the newspaper cutouts of dead children. And I'm done looking at it. Damn bag, I have more important things to do. For example, find a way to hide especially important evidence from my guardian. Oliver throws the bag to the side. Alright, let's get that out of the way. It's in our pocket now, so we should be alright. I'm pretty confident. Not sure what else we would do. Oliver grabs the door handle. The neighing of horses can be heard behind the door. Looks like my guardians have come to take me home. Kristian is well aware of the rules of the game in high society. He understands that you have to show everyone your wealth and power. Nobody knows but me that in reality Kristian is introverted and modest, and that is respectful. To be honest, many of my guardian's qualities are worthy of respect. Being a cold-blooded killer, strict stepfather, and noble is a strange combination. Oliver opens the door and goes outside. Hello. He looks very pretentious. Kristian Orvood. We meet again. Or for the first time. Or wait for the second time. Or the third time. Does meeting a shadow and then meeting him count as two meets or one meet? I don't know. Hello, my boy. Glad to see you again. Hello, Kristian. You look exhausted and tired. Obviously, school is really hard. But maybe you're not tired from school, but from something else. Do you want to talk about it? Kristian, what do you mean? That was a stupid question. I already knew what he meant. You're late. You missed your curfew. It's almost 9 p.m., Oliver. Because of you, I had to get people up and go looking for you. What are you thinking about? Sorry, Kristian. Oh! Got smacked. I don't think I like that, Kristian. Don't make me get Edna. Did I hit you hard? Does it hurt? No, it's okay. I'm sorry. Growing up is painful. It can hurt, but sometimes it needs to hurt. Thinking. He's pondering. Well, just don't hit me again like that, bud. But I still haven't heard your answer, Oliver. What were you doing at the archive at such a late hour? I was studying history. We have a test tomorrow, and I don't know the material, so I went to the archive. Did it go well? It was great, Kristian. Tomorrow I'll definitely pass. You'll see. Are you sure that you can pass if you've only studied ancient secrets? Uh-oh. Kristian, what are you talking about? The little bird told me that you were thinking about digging up your past. Why, Oliver? What's the reason? Are you mad? Or... Kristian, don't say anything. I wanted to believe that there's more to the story than just anger. Something more intense. When I found out that you were investigating the death of your hapless mother, I felt something I've never felt before. I felt joy, Oliver. Joy? Yes, joy. Happiness, Oliver. I admire your courage. I admire your deep sense of justice, which leads you forward even after so many years. I remember when you were small, Oliver, like this. A tired, disheveled, frightened boy. Your face was lit up with righteous fury and you were yelling, Edna! Kill them! That's how I remember you that night. And I see that your righteous anger still burns inside of you. It has grown over the years and taken over your soul. Your whole body is this light, and it's making itself known. The whole city whispers, Oliver Bertrand, did you hear? Oliver is looking and looking for his mother's murderer. And this glow is brighter now, and I, drawn in by the light, run to you and find you here, in the archive. It was an unexpected finish. Expected and grandiose. The only true, reasonable, and correct thing to do. It was a noble finale, worthy of going down in aristocratic history. Why is he so happy? What? Is he not afraid of what can happen next? You're great. I'm proud of you, Oliver. Getting a little teared up here. I always wanted you to grow up to be a real aristocrat. Honest, brave, self-confident, and ready to fight for justice no matter what the cost. Oliver. Now I want to ask you one thing. I want to soberly discuss with you something in great detail. Empty your pockets, Oliver. I want to see what you found. Oh man, what should we do? I want to go straight to show evidence. We're going to risk it here. Oliver empties his pockets and gives the evidence to his guardian. Kristian takes the old leather bag from the archive in his hands. What is this? What's this stuff? Peeking inside the bag. Empty. Tell me honestly, why do you need this horrible old purse? When we get home, give it to the servants to throw out. Among the items taken out of Oliver's pocket, Kristian notices Mother's ring. Kristian looks at it a long time. The past can suddenly, unavoidably overtake us. Poor Sherry. I remember when I gave her that ring. You must be aware of the deal your mother and I made. That ring was supposed to be a reminder of our deal. Alas, it didn't help. Aww. He's turning into Eeyore. Aww. You probably know what happened next. Your father killed himself because he couldn't pay off your family's debts. Sherry was already a bit of a nut job, but the death of her beloved husband was too much for her. Your mother, Oliver, went crazy. The memories of what happened the days before your father killed himself were forgotten. She couldn't recognize me and didn't want to hear anything about our deal. That night I came to her to beg and plead, and Orvood has never done that before, but I was willing. But there was no effect. I killed her by accident in a fit of rage. I could not control myself, and if you'd asked me if I felt bad about it, I would say yes. Very bad. Kristian wisely didn't say anything about the Shadow's role in the murder. I need to continue to play along and make it look like I don't know all the details. I'm glad that I put the ring back together. If my guardian knows about the properties of amber, then the stone that was removed would have made him suspicious. Kristian takes some time to look through the documents that Oliver found, then he puts them aside. Trash, trash. Some pieces of paper and clippings. Junk. It's all junk. Is it just me, or does he look disappointed? You call that evidence, my boy? I'm sorry, but it wouldn't be enough evidence even if you were pretending to be a detective. On the other hand, you learned a valuable lesson, figured everything out, and diligently took your own path. Commendable. Very commendable. But we digress. Let's get back to the things that I've already mentioned, and what I want to talk to you about immediately. First of all, I want you to answer a question that has been tormenting me for many years. Oliver, I want to know how you feel about me. Oliver does not seem to care for him very much at all. But he also I don't think he hates him. I think he just kind of is, like, disgusted with him. No, stop. Stop. Don't rush your answer. I know the feeling. There's a voice inside you that probably wants to yell at you how much you hate me. But I don't believe that voice. Remember what I told you today. You're on the right path and are doing what you should be. But that's the past. And it should stay in the past. Don't tell me that you remember your mother well. I'll never believe it. As you know, my mother died when she was young. All I remember of her are her blonde curls and... all I remember of her are her blonde curls and her turned up lip. Everything else has utterly been forgotten. It's a void. That's what always happens. That void is always filled with made-up love, sadness for something that never existed, worrying and longing. Even now, Oliver, you keep remembering your mother who has passed away long ago. You forget about another person. About a person who gently led you by the hand your whole life. You forgot about me. 10 years, Oliver. 10 whole years of memories and a shared past. Are you ready to forget about all this? I don't know. Do you remember how I taught you how to play the piano? Your fingers would stumble over the keys when you played scales fast, and I would play them with you. Do you remember? Yes. In 1584, we put together an amazing collection at the book fair, right? For the whole day we walked around without taking a rest, and then we took a whole library of books home with us. I remember this, Kristian. It was really cool. Do you remember when you were really young and you were afraid of the dark? I would sit next to you on the bed and hold your hand until you fell asleep. Sometimes I would fall asleep before you. In the morning I would wake up on the floor. I really was scared at night, and I really was calmer when Kristian was sitting next to me. You see, rapier, rosemary, do you remember? When I was a child I couldn't say the letter R. Kristian taught me to say it correctly. Those little memories are worth more to me than any treasure on earth. Those memories are meaningful when we're together. They create our own world. No, they create our world. Not the one that you are trying to resurrect from your past, but the one that you are living in with me. This conversation is going a lot different than I expected. This Kristian dude seems pretty cool. Except for him killing your mom, Oliver. Come on, dude. He killed your mom. Accident or not, he killed your mom. You gotta be a little, you know, keep your eyes open. Tell me, Oliver, has it been that bad with me? No. No, Kristian. I'm strict, my boy, and I'm cruel to you. But does that make you have hatred towards me? No. No, Kristian. Did you want to put me behind bars out of a sense of justice? Is that the way it should be? Is that right? No. Yes, Kristian. How can this justice compare to even a small drop of love that I have for you? It's hard to compare. The more I think about how I feel about my guardian, the harder it is for me to answer that question. Probably not. Kristian's eyes glisten with tears. Let me hug you, my boy. I haven't hugged you for so long. Kristian hugs Oliver. Well, that was a very nice moment. And we're back here with Kristian some more. Let's continue with Kristian. We'll drag this episode out a few more minutes. Why not? Why has the carriage stopped? We've already arrived, Kristian. Oh, really? Looks out the window. Indeed. Wow, time surely did fly. Let's go into the house, Oliver. I'll order dinner for you. Alright. Well, it looks like we're home. Finally, I am home, Oliver says. Well, this is a pretty interesting episode. Kristian's a lot different than I expected. But, you know, he did admit to killing Oliver's mom. So that's interesting. But then he's also like, hey, I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Bro, you should love me back. And he's like, bro, I got you, bro. You know, a bunch of bro stuff. Cool. Well, I have really enjoyed this episode. Hope you have as well. Even if you have, please click that like button down there. And if you haven't liked it, dislike it. That's cool. I'm fine with that. It hurts my feelings 0%. So do it. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And to keep up with all the games that I play. My name is Tonic, and you're watching Guy Fox Bang Bang Gaming. And we'll see you next time.